Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P-Funk Thinking Right out here in my lab, coming up with different concepts and viewpoints. I got another one for you. This ought to be fun. Let's talk about what I call empirical principles and facts, aka truth, is what right thinking philosophy stands on. Empirical truth is what we stand on, the principles that lay forth. We practice a philosophy, not a belief system. You know how I feel about belief systems, so be prepared, because I'm going to slap you around a little bit with the truth about belief systems. Don't get mad at me. All right, let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Always the message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Well, when I'm through, that's what I do for you. If you don't have an answer, it's rhetorical. If you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to might not be true. All right, P-Funk Philosophy says, right thinking philosophy chooses empirical principles, truth over BS system, aka religions. I got my preference, you got yours. Let's talk about it. I'm not saying yours is wrong, mine is right. I'm just saying they're different, but the goal is supposed to be the same. That's the point. And I can see mine working. I don't see y'all working too well. Let's talk about it. Don't be. All right, empirical truth, okay, is evidence to what? To prove what is saying or practicing through daily understanding and the principle that's set forth we call Maya philosophy. If you telling me to just believe something, I'm not built for that. I want proof. I want principles. I want philosophy. I can substantiate that. Stand on that. That's all. That's just my choice. Again, just my choice. Okay, you got religious concept, philosophical concept, yoga concept. I choose the yoga and the philosophical. That's all. All right. So I get the same response from all belief system followers. How do you know what you're teaching is the truth? I live it. I manifest it. I prove it. That's how I know. The same way you can prove that your commandments that let forth for you the 10 that you follow, if you follow them, then you are a good Christian. Why? That's the tenets that's set forth for you. I ain't no problem with you at all. Okay? But if what you follow have no empirical proof, no standards to teach and stand on, I can't follow you. If you just want my belief, I can't give you that. No, I need some facts. Okay, I'm just that type of dude. All right, but not just a few belief systems, but none of them, no belief system can prove anything that they teach and that they want you to believe. That's a fact. Again, I'm just giving you what I know, not what I think or how I feel. Facts, empirically. I teach what I call spiritual truth. Discipline to hold yourself accountable to be a good person, do the right thing. So all those things you can practice. So you can find the truth by manifesting it for yourself. So just in case you still want to know how you know what, I practice, I live by the truth, okay? And that means I have proven the empirical proof is what? In the philosophy, aka Mayat or right thinking philosophy, by living it. That's how. Learn it, live it. No empirical proof means what they say don't need to be factually proven. They just want you to believe it. The art of lying is the you just that they believe what you said. Numbnuts in the White House. That's his favorite. That's classic. You can say what you want. They'll believe it. Moving on. But I ask every belief system follower for empirical proof of their religious belief system, and not a one come up with no facts and proof. According to, they say that's not proof. That's hearsay. It's inadmissible in court. I keep telling you that. Well, Johnny said that's what. No. What do you know? Again, when you follow a belief system, and when you follow and believe in these things with no substantial or, again, that's that word. That word, I find what empirical means. I just went berserk with it for this one. No empirical proof. Not a smidgen. Not even a whiff of empirical proof. And you're going to suffer for that. Why? What you believe, if what you believe is wrong, and when they tell you it's wrong, you said, I thought I believe, ain't going to get you reading right. That's not going to make it right. Trust me, you're going to suffer the consequences of your actions and your ignorance and your belief in what? A lie. Just try to explain to you. But if your faith and belief is well grounded, it will be strong and it will be able to do miraculous things. AKA, we call them blessings for the spiritual people who practice Christianity and the faith of that belief system. Y'all call them miracles. Listen, if something ain't supposed to be, and you make it, you just create a miracle. But when you follow something that is, it ain't a miracle. It's just a way of life. You just ride on with it. I've been just going along, and ain't nothing miraculous, but I've been having miraculous things happening. I ain't did nothing outstanding, nothing special for that to happen. Just live right and put my best effort in what I'm doing. But if you told me that all I have to do is to just believe in my Mayat philosophy, and I'll be blessed. No, I won't. No, I won't. I ain't going to tell you that. Why? You got to do something to get something. You got to give to receive. If you ain't putting the work in, how you going to get blessed? What's the blessing for? If you ain't living right, what earned you a blessing? See where I'm going with that concept? So, again, philosophically, proof. If I do this, this is what happened. That's empirical proof. That's proof enough for me. He's been proving to me for the last 16 years. Dude, if you do this, I'll do that. He ain't been there yet. I fulfill mine, he fulfill his. That's a beautiful combination. I do what I need to do, and he blesses me for doing just that. Me enlightening you is one of the things that I do that he blesses me for. How about that? So yeah, I'm on mine all the time. Where you at? I asked, but he said, okay, no, wait a minute, whoa, where was that? Okay, no. When you, okay, but, okay, but if I know that if I practice the Mayat philosophy that I learned daily, then I know I will be a better person. I can prove that I have proved that I am the result of that. I put that post up almost 30 years ago and I got it. I put it in glass, secure it. Why? It's that important to me. I got LT's jersey in glass. That's how it's important to me. I got a portrait of me and my two sons. It ain't in glass. Not that it ain't important, but see where I'm going. I don't know if that wasn't cool. Moving on. But it's a gift from my son, so that's why I didn't glass it. All right. But if what you're teaching is not empirically proven, why are you teaching it? I don't understand that. And I got a brother who know that Bible, and he in. again, he's the reason why I don't just obliterate y'all. Just go batshit Trump diabolical on you. Okay, why? I know that book has got some good in it now. I know that book got some people following that's doing it the right way now. I didn't know that before. I tell my pastor that all the time. I only give credit to Christians and religion because of my church family. I was riding y'all like a pony. Y'all didn't like me at all. But again, he know what he's doing with that book, and I respect that. But he's about the only one that I know who do. That book, again, the Bible, perfect segue. I keep telling you, I go back to that. The Bible is the what? The most sold and read book in history. And it's known as the greatest lie ever told. Everybody knows the lie except those who read it. What the hell is that about? Women. That's like I tell women or men, don't realize you had a good thing after it's gone. You ain't appreciate it, you ain't respect it, you have it, but when it's gone, all of a sudden, I got nobody to beat up on. I got nobody to take care of me. I should have thought about that before I did. Yeah, you think? That's all Monday morning quarterbacks say, if I could have, would have, should have. I'm not an if I could have, would have, should have man. So I take care before I get to that point. Okay. But again, in life, this is all life lessons. If you practice something, it should prosper by that. Okay? Whether it be, I know people who Christ saved their life and they, from streets to Christ. I ain't got a problem with that. Not one bit. I use Egyptian philosophy. So I'm doing what I'm doing for them the way he do for Christ. I ain't got a problem with that. Okay. Again, but the Bible, even Islam, y'all being the youngest of all religions. And it's no different. Y'all ain't got no proof about a damn thing. But y'all swear to God, y'all the religion, man, stop. If that's what you believe, that's fine. And if it works for you, that's even better. Allah bless you. Okay? But because you changed God's name, don't make you no different. You still got to live right, do right, and be right like everybody else. But y'all don't play the game fair. Well, y'all fool yourself. Y'all perpetrate one thing and do something else. I teach a philosophy, and it's all about what? If what you say don't match what you do, you can't be trusted. Simple as that. So y'all sell bean pies and final calls in the daytime, looking all dapped out. Yeah, all right, that's fine. But what you do when the sun go down? What you do behind closed doors? That's what the eye is for. It sees those times. I'm transparent, okay? I show you, better not can tell you. But y'all want to tell and then show what you want them to see. It don't work that way. I just want to let you know with y'all belief system, especially your Islamic brothers. Y'all talk a good one. Y'all perpetrate the fraud better than anybody else. Moving on. And I still have respect for all you devoted belief system followers, aka Muslims, Christians. I don't have a problem with y'all. Not at all. But I also know that you are ignorant of the truth. So I deal with you accordingly. Respectfully. I ain't got a problem with that at all. Okay. A person who's ignorant and let you know they're ignorant ain't no different than a person who wants you to believe they're not, but they are. It's the same person. Okay, same people. I just give you what? The truth from our ancient ancestors, not me. They knew the truth and they passed it down. I got it, and it's the oldest thing. Everything that's new, I don't do none of that, including the Bible. The Bible's too new for me. I don't do nothing new. Give me the old stuff. Why? Like my son told me, Dad, that right thinking, you part two, that's cool for you, but I'm still working with the original. My man, thank you. My daughter said the same thing. They don't even follow what I'm doing right now. Could care less. Why? This ain't for them. They already got it. My son's daddy. I get it. Been preaching to him for years. All right, moving on. But when you're doing something that you can live by, truth. When you practicing the truth that you live by, you can find out for yourself if it's real or not, or if it's true. And knowing the truth for yourself and living by it will set you free. Again, like me, knowing who you are, and that's the truth. You are who you are. You need to know that about yourself, okay? And belief system followers, you have no proof, okay, or facts to substantiate everything that you want me to believe. All your stories, myths. All your stories, allegorical. But for some reason, the people who follow that book think they're real. Y'all should have took care of that a long time ago. Moving on. In Islam, I love you for the respect that you bring for the black man in the hood and give him a better idea. But y'all ain't no better. Okay, don't think I'm making I'm making an all belief system, not just the Christian. No. But see, I fellowship with Christians. I know some Muslims. I don't particularly care for the Muslims that I know. Why? I see them, I know them. So I'm not impressed, personally, okay? With Islamic knowledge, don't move me in the least. Moving on. And those who follow it, trust me, not impressed. That's all. No, just not impressed. Leave it there. Okay, so that means don't bring it to me. I'm not bringing my thinking to you, so don't bring Islam to me. Simple. That's fair. I am a fair dude. Anything other than that ain't fair. So you do what you do, let me do what I do. Now, Islam has its followers believing, again, Islam is the one true religion. Everybody else is ignorant and false and wrong. That right there, puts you in a negative light with me. The Christian, when they tell me God said, I say I'm a jealous God. You ain't God then. God ain't jealous. That's a quality God don't have. God is divine. God is all good, all knowing, all right. So when you bring that, that's a human. That ain't God. That's the demigod. I know about y'all. Okay, that's the devil. Y'all serve him. Moving on. So Islam, don't think, oh, we know everything. No, you don't. No, you don't. Moving on. So, but if you believe in the Islamic dogma, that's your choice, and you live by them, the tenets, if they are true and they work for you, God or Allah bless you. I love my sister for what? Getting involved in Islam and changing over and being just as good as she could ever be. I ain't got a problem with that at all. Maybe people who knew her as a Christian, no, that's my sister. I love her. I don't give a damn. She's happy. She look good. If what you're doing makes you look good, helps you be a better you, then it's a good thing. I don't knock nobody's belief system. Just don't follow them. That's all. Understand that, please. But in the same goes for the Christians, the Jews, being true to your faith, even if it's a lie, don't mean that it's wrong. It just means it's a lie. And you got to find that out for yourself. I'm not here to, no. You can believe whatever you want. And whatever you choose to believe, you're right. I ain't got to argue with you about your belief. Nope. Who care less? All right. But if you tell me 1,000 truths, bad, if you tell me 1,000 truths, I got the K for 1,000, the 1,000 truths, and that's cool. But if you tell me one lie, bye-bye, I'm out. Why? I just need the truth. I don't want, or I'm not following a lie. Trust me on that one. 100,000 truths. Yeah. But the first time you stumble, party's over for you. As long as you're walking in truth, I'm walking with you. When you start to tell that lie, I got to leave you alone. I know when that is. I got my own discernment and understanding. So I'll let you know when, if I'm with you, I'm with you. And when I see that I can't be with you no more, my man, this is where I get off at. Remember Cuba Gooding and Boys in the Hood? Yo, man, pull over. Let me out. What? I'm not, where y'all going? I don't want to go. Why? There's some consequences that's going to come with that I don't want to serve. That's right thinking. Okay? Preventive measures. And everybody in that car got killed. Moving on. Just know. They show you that. That's the purpose of showing you that. The one who made the right decision still live. The ones who didn't, died. Who you with? Which one you want to be? Your choice. He made his, they made theirs. Come on, man. Moving on. Okay, we wrap it up. I see the clock. All right, wait a minute. I'll just start out. I dragged it out. I ain't trying to beat up on my mother. Okay, so if you tell me, again, either be Islam, Judaism, Christianity, I'm cool with all the truth that you lay out. But the first time you lie, again, bye-bye. Right thinkers. My philosophy has thousands of years of empirical truth and no lies because it still works today. Like I say, the blood of Christ still works. No, still truth still works today. Empirical truth, proven facts still hold true today. I'm proving that. My way, see me, you may not like or subscribe to my way, and that's fine, to my right thinking philosophy, but you won't find any lies in what I'm presenting, what I'm teaching. You can say a lot of things, but lying ain't one of them. You ain't got to always agree and like or subscribe, but you can't call me a liar. The phrase, truth will set you free. Knowledge of self is knowing the truth. When you know yourself, that's the truth that sets you free. And that is true. Belief system followers are free. How free are y'all? Because the truth should set you free. Religion, belief system followers are the most bombed people I've ever seen in my life. And if religion is supposed to set you free, how could that be if they're lying? Truth sets you free. That's why I practice a philosophy based on principles and empirical truth that you can live on, stand on. Not a belief system that you hope and wish is true. Don't work for me. Let me wrap it up. Sorry about that. Get out of there. But again, I have self-knowledge, aka I know spiritual truth you can live by. And when you live by them, you have knowledge of self. That's the goal for all us right thinkers. The rest of y'all, you pretty much on your own. Your belief system followers, I don't know what y'all end game is. Don't have a clue. But I know it's supposed to be getting you to source, God. How many of y'all religious belief system followers getting to God? That's ask the same question. How free are y'all? I don't know many free Christians, Muslims, or Jews. Right thinking philosophy. Right thinking philosophy goal is just that, to get you and God to become one. You need to know who and where God is, and that only happens through what? Daily practice of right thinking philosophy. That'll happen. Other than the other way, y'all still working. I'm wondering why it's taking so long. Moving on, wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. When you learn the truth based on the philosophy that you follow, philosophically, and the principles, you have the truth for yourself. You ain't got to believe it. You can live it and manifest it. So now you have Gnosis, knowledge by experience. And with right thinking philosophy, practice daily, you will have that for yourself. And the whole purpose and my goal is for you, right thinkers, to know thyself. That's the lesson in life that I'm trying to get across every day. It may be different ways, but it's still the same message. Know thyself is the goal for all right thinkers. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Again, right thinkers, may y'all all live to be 100, maybe 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who now, if you become a right thinker, will live and practice the empirical truths, and you know you won't pass away. You live on to see another day. You know what I'm talking about.